Ontario and Nevada strengthen economic ties. Ontario strengthening cultural and economic prosperity in Francophone communities. Today, the Ontario government announced the recipients of the 2023 to 2024 Francophone Community Grants Program. Through this $2 million program, Ontario supports community organizations and small businesses that contribute to the vitality and well-being of the province's Francophone communities. September 25, 2023 Francophone Affairs.
Greetings, my name is DOL. I'm a precision machinist with over 15 years experience in robotics and AI automation, specialized in sustainable manufacturing and climate solutions. I coach women through technical and vocational education and skills training to become highly qualified personnel in STEM. DOL.STUDIO presents Sourcing Smart and Green Products and People globally.
The Ontario News Weekly Wrap-Up. Year 23, Week 39. Information from the Open Government Newsroom, courtesy of King's Printer for Ontario, 2023. Bulletin. New judge appointed to the Ontario Court of Justice. The Ontario government is pleased to announce the appointment of a new judge to the Ontario Court of Justice, effective October 12, 2023. Justice David Isbester was called to the Ontario Bar in 2008. He spent a year as an assistant Crown attorney in Kingston and Peterborough. Between 2009 and 2019, he was a criminal defense lawyer in Napanee, Kingston, Belleville and Picton, appearing in both the Ontario and the Superior Courts of Justice. In 2019, Justice Isbester joined the Cornwall Crown Attorney's Office, where he served as an assistant Crown Attorney until late 2020, when he joined the Belleville Crown Attorney's Office. During his time in Belleville, Justice Isbester served as the designated intimate partner violence prosecutor. Throughout his legal career, Justice Isbester has prosecuted and defended numerous complex and serious fraud, murder and sexual violence cases. September 29, 2023 Attorney General. Court Bulletin. Workplace injury results in $50,000 fine for Kitchener-based company. Convicted, Rapid Precision Machining and Gearing Limited, operating as Rapid Gear, 1596 Strasbourg Road, Kitchener, Ontario, N2R1E9, a company that manufactures custom metal gearing, gearboxes and other products for heavy industry. September 29, 2023 Labor, Immigration, Training and Skills Development. News release connecting the North, Ontario supporting Indigenous communities. Ontario will be investing $900,000 in interactive virtual learning experiences and access to educational resources for Indigenous students from kindergarten to grade 12 and educators in remote Indigenous communities. The interactive education program, Connected North, connects students living in remote communities to virtual experiences and opportunities not available to them locally. September 29, 2023 Education. Bulletin Ontario protecting deer from unlawful hunting. The Ontario government is safeguarding Ontario's deer population by ensuring hunters are harvesting deer lawfully with a license and within the correct wildlife management unit. September 29, 2023 Natural Resources and Forestry. News release: Ontario building more supportive housing in St. Thomas. The Ontario government is providing nearly $1.2 million in operational funding for rent supplements and mental health and addictions support services for 45 new supportive housing units in St. Thomas. September 29, 2023. Municipal Affairs and Housing Statement: Ontario raising minimum wage October 1 to support workers. David Piccini, Minister of Labour, Immigration, Training and Skills Development, issued the following statement on the minimum wage increasing and the passage of the Working for Workers Act, 2023, starting Sunday, October 1. Ontario's minimum wage will increase from $15.50 to $16.55 per hour, helping more than 900,000 hard-working men and women across our province earn more take-home pay for themselves and their families. This 6.8% raise means up to $2,200 more in workers' pockets every year and brings Ontario to one of the highest minimum wages in the country. Our government is continuing to deliver steady and predictable annual increases, helping families offset the rising cost of living while also providing certainty to businesses by announcing this increase 6 months in advance. Minimum wage jobs should be for the start of a worker's career, not the end. Under the leadership of Premier Ford, we are giving workers a hand up to even better jobs and bigger paychecks. Earlier this week, our government continued our mission of introducing common-sense changes to protect workers and prepare them for the future of work through passing our Working for Workers Act, 2023. For those who think health and safety is just the cost of doing business, we passed the highest health and safety fines in the country, along with new penalties for those who try to abuse vulnerable temporary foreign workers by withholding their passport or work permit. Ontario is also the first province in Canada to ban unfair or discriminatory Canadian work experience requirements in more than 30 regulated professions and trades to help newcomers work in the fields they train for. This will ensure more immigrants are getting a fair shot. In December 2023, all unfair or discriminatory requirements for Canadian experience in these professions will be gone. We're also making job-protected leave for military reservists the most flexible and comprehensive in all of Canada and protecting remote workers during mass layoffs. Finally, to complement our legislation, we are requiring women's-only washrooms on construction sites and protective equipment that actually fits them, and we have expanded cancer coverage for firefighters who run into burning buildings while everyone else runs the other way. All these changes build on measures our government passed in our Working for Workers Acts, 2021 and 2022, which are already changing lives and improving working conditions for millions of workers and their families. In the coming months, I will be introducing more legislation as part of our plan to make Ontario the best place in the world to live, work, and raise a family. September 29, 2023. Labor, Immigration, Training and Skills Development. News release: Ontario breaks ground on long-term care homes in Cambridge, Kitchener and Guelph. Construction is underway at Fairview Mennonite Homes in Cambridge, People Care Argouty in Kitchener, and the Elliott Long-Term Care Residence in Guelph. These 3 homes are among the 67 long-term care home projects fast-tracked this fall, with support from the Ontario government's increased provincial construction funding subsidy for construction starts before August 31, 2023. This is part of the Ontario government's commitment to build more than 58,000 new and upgraded long-term care beds across the province. September 29, 2023 Long-term care. News release: Ontario moves WSIB head office to London. The Ontario government is moving forward with the relocation of the Workplace Safety and Insurance Board's head office to London, announcing the selection of the new location at 300 Tartan Drive. The move is expected to bring a $100 million boost to the London area and comes as the agency renews its focus on increasing support for injured workers and improving services to businesses. September 28, 2023 Labor, Immigration, Training and Skills Development. News release: Ontario supporting affordable home and job creation. Today, the Ontario government introduced the Affordable Homes and Good Jobs Act, which, if passed, would make it cheaper and easier to build affordable homes, provide certainty to municipalities, and help more Ontarians find an affordable home based on their household income. This would help support measures made through the government's Housing Supply Action Plans, and its commitment to help communities across Ontario build at least 1.5 million homes by 2031. September 28, 2023 Municipal Affairs and Housing. Court bulletin: trailer rental company and large-scale retailer fined $155,000 for Environmental Protection Act violations. Convicted: TIP Fleet Services Canada Limited and Walmart Canada Corporation. September 28, 2023 Environment, Conservation and Parks. Court bulletin: Mobile Home Park Company fined $100,000 for Environmental Protection Act violation. Convicted: Rupert Acres Limited. September 28, 2023 Environment, Conservation and Parks. Court bulletin: individual fined $5,000 for Environmental Protection Act violation. Convicted: Juan Gomez Ramirez. September 28, 2023 Environment, Conservation and Parks. Court bulletin: Building Maintenance Company, Hydrovac Company, and Director fined $80,000 for Environmental Protection Act violations. Convicted: Canadian Restorations to Inc., Lowrite Provac Inc., and Craig Sutherland. September 28, 2023 Environment, Conservation and Parks. News release: Getting back to basics leading to better student outcomes. This morning, the Education Quality and Accountability Office released its annual student assessment results that demonstrate encouraging progress in student outcomes. These results demonstrate that Ontario's plan to provide a stable school year without interruption, with a renewed emphasis on getting back to basics and improving foundational skills, is working. However, there is more work ahead to ensure continued positive outcomes for students. September 28, 2023 Education Statement: Ontario's agreement on a process that keeps students in school, approved by OSSTF. Today, Stephen Lecce, Minister of Education, issued the following statement on the Ontario Secondary School Teachers Federation vote. I am very pleased that the members of the Ontario Secondary School Teachers Federation have voted in favor of this deal that keeps kids in class. We came together to put 400,000 English public high school students first, and as a result, a student who started high school last year will now graduate in 3 years without the threat of strikes. This will allow students to focus on their studies as our government ensures school boards get back to basics. This is a significant step forward in providing stability for high school students. I believe strongly that every student deserves this certainty. With the approval of this agreement, I am calling on all outstanding education unions to reach a deal and end the delay. Nothing should matter more than students being in class and benefiting from uninterrupted learning for the next 3 years. with an enhanced focus on reading, writing and math. September 27, 2023 Education. Court bulletin workplace injury results in $90,000 fine for Elmira Company. Convicted, Elmira Pet Products Limited, 35 Martins Lane, Elmira, Ontario, N3B2Z5 September 27, 2023 Labor, Immigration, Training and Skills Development. News release Ontario and Nevada strengthen economic ties. Ontario and Nevada are strengthening their economic relationship through a new partnership that will increase trade, attract investments, and strengthen supply chains in both jurisdictions. The new Economic Cooperation Memorandum of Understanding will support joint promotion of electric vehicles, advanced manufacturing, critical minerals and other priority sectors. September 27, 2023 Office of the Premier. News release Ontario releases 2022-23 public accounts. Today, the Ontario government released the 2022-23 public accounts, which provide the final audited financial results of the province for the fiscal year ending March 31, 2023. September 27, 2023 Treasury Board Secretariat. News release Edith Dumont to be installed as Ontario's 30th Lieutenant Governor. The installation ceremony of Madame Edith Dumont, as Ontario's 30th Lieutenant Governor will take place on Tuesday, November 14, 2023 in the Queen's Park Legislative Chamber. September 26, 2023 Office of the Premier. Court bulletin Dundas Concrete Products manufacturer fined $225,000 after workplace fatality. Convicted, Core Slab Structures Inc., a producer of precast pre-stressed concrete products. September 26, 2023 Labor, Immigration, Training and Skills Development. News release Governments investing in Ontario's maple syrup sector. The governments of Canada and Ontario are investing up to $1 million over 2 years through the Sustainable Canadian Agricultural Partnership to support productivity and growth in the province's maple syrup sector. September 26, 2023 Agriculture, Food and Rural Affairs. News release Ontario connecting communities and spurring economic growth. Today, the Ontario government introduced the Transportation for the Future Act, 2023, that if passed, would help build more GO transit stations, spur more housing and mixed-use communities around transit, and help make it more convenient to travel across the Greater Toronto Area. September 25, 2023 Infrastructure. News release Ontario strengthening cultural and economic prosperity in Francophone communities. Today, the Ontario government announced the recipients of the 2023-2024 Francophone Community Grants Program. Through this $2 million program, Ontario supports community organizations and small businesses that contribute to the vitality and well-being of the province's Francophone communities. September 25, 2023 Francophone Affairs.
Show some love with a like and share. Connect with us at DOL.STUDIO on social media. We want to hear from you. Subscribe for more local news, business insights, investment trends, and infrastructure developments. This podcast was sponsored by #WithLove Inc. community organization. All things done, #WithLove. sourcing smart and green products and people globally.